Hello everyone, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of August 17th, 2025. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I have set the intention of this reading to be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Keep in mind, my love, this is a collective general reading. That means it is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate, and if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So just take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimelinetaro.com, for more information. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th. Your tarot card for the week is the Queen of Wands. What are you passionate about and ready to create? Why is the Queen of Wands the tarot card of the week for Aries? For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the Queen of Wands their tarot card of the week? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out of the deck, we have the Page of Wands, followed by Temperance, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Hermit. That leaves the Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and Justice here at the bottom of the deck. So keep in mind that the tarot card of the week is like not what you don't see coming. It's more or less like a little guidance for you from the divine about something you need to be working on at this time. So there's something here that you need to discover in the Page of Wands. That's like my Lewis and Clark adventure card of the pages in tarot, and there are 4 pages in the deck. So there's something here that I feel you need to discover on. Now, Temperance is also fire energy like you. That's your brother, sister sign of Sagittarius, but it's a quiet fire. So not ready to act yet on this, right? Not ready to create whatever this is for you, but more like gleaning the information or obtaining the information that you need. Tell me more about the Page of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Wands is being clarified by Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, oh, and the Ace of Wands. There you go. Bottom of the deck, we have Five of Pentacles, the Star, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there has been an ending here. We have the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So there's been an ending here in your life. You're now free and autonomous, I want to say, in that Nine of Pentacles energy. And so now you have this new beginning. What you choose to do with that new beginning or this opportunity is entirely up to you. And I feel like this week, the divine is asking you, now that you have this new beginning, what do you want it to look like? And I think this is going to require some soul searching on your part with that Seven of Pentacles to the Hermit, because that's like my Gandalf card of tarot. So that would be an individual or the energy of an individual who's really going within, doing some soul searching, some retrospection, thinking about their life, where they want it to be, what they want it to look like. So I feel like you have this like clean slate now because of this ending. And now it's up to you to decide, well, what do you want to do next? Or what do you want this new beginning to look like? What was this ending here? The Ten of Swords. You have something ending here. This could be an end to confusion, to a habit, to a pattern within you, a toxic trait within you. It could very well be the ending to something like a particular situation, environment, or connection, whether that's professional, platonic, or romantic. So that ending will be different for all of you. But the one thing that the Aries Collective has in common is like this clean slate now. And now you can do anything. Now you can move forward. What do you want forward to look like? Tell me more about this ending. One more shuffle. Thank you. So the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and Justice shows itself again. So it's definitely in respect to a connection in your life. So again, professional, platonic, or romantic, different for all of you. I feel like what's over is the indecision. Like maybe you weren't sure about what to do with this situation, environment, or connection, but now because of this ending or the possibility of the connection ending, I feel like now you know what to do. It's almost like the ending now is giving you the freedom or the liberty or maybe even the time required to go in and decide what do you want to do now that this connection has ended. Because I feel like for a long time you were in indecision about what to do with the connection. So for some of you, the connection has ended. And for others of you, the indecision regarding the connection has ended. So what do I mean by that? Let's say I'm speaking to an Aries where you have this friendship and for a long time you weren't sure, do I really want to keep this friend in my life or not? So at that point, I feel like the Aries collective, like I have two groups of you, so you're kind of split. For some of you, the indecision is over. You know exactly now what you want to do with that friendship, whether you're keeping it or not. For others of you, the friend has exited the connection. So it's kind of like now you don't need to make the decision because it's sort of like the decision was made for you. So whether you're in camp 1 or camp 2, either whether the you needing to make the decision is gone, or it's gone, it's gone because you made the decision, or it's gone because this person made the decision for you. You get to choose now, what do you want? Do you want to reconnect with that individual? Or do you want to move on and like in time find another friend? And I feel like that's where the soul searching now comes into play. This is ending either by choice or by force. Now you get to decide if you want to re-engage with it, and that 6 of Cups would be like returning to the past, or the 8 of Cups would be like moving on from this. So you get to create now the next chapter. Tell me about the 6 of Cups here. Tell me about the 6 of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 6 of Cups is clarified by the 5 of Swords, the Strength, and the 9 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Justice, 8 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles to the Star card. I feel like for most of you, this is a partnership of some kind that you would like to revisit, but you're not quite sure how to do it. The 5 of Swords, there's a lot of mental activity. The 9 of Swords, a lot of mental activity. And then that is flanking the Strength card. So I feel like for right now, you're holding yourself back until you can firmly decide, am I returning to that connection, or am I just going to continue moving on from it? Again, the choice is yours. What do you want to create? Do you want to create another situation, environment, or connection? Or do you want to recreate this situation, environment, or connection? I feel like the ball is in the Aries court this week. And so that's why your question here from the divine, right? Something you need to ponder. And that 7 of Pentacles to the Hermit card is, what do you want to do? What do you want to create or recreate? Let's get 3 cards here of advice for you. 3 cards of advice here for Aries. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the 4 of Wands, you have the 5 of Wands, and you have the 10 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the World card. You get to decide. So in terms of advice, I feel like there's something here. It's almost like this is a lot of wand action. It's a lot of fire action, but it's a lot of stop, go action. But in terms of advice, this is asking you, is returning to this and trying to recreate it or restructure it or rebuild it, is it worth the effort? Will it bring you the 4 of Wands? Will it bring you the stability and happiness that you really want? Or will it not do that? Will it be too burdensome? I kind of feel like you definitely have the choice here, whether or not you want to, like, 9 of Wands for me would be a card of patterns. So whether or not you want to repeat this, you can do that. You can certainly go back and recreate this, or you can close it out for good in the World card. I kind of think that the added advice here is, if you do go back to whatever this connection has been for you, professional, platonic, or romantic, in order for it to be successful, in order to relieve yourself of whatever burdens you experience in that connection, there's a pattern that occurred within it that needs to be ended. So either you're ending the connection once and for all and you're not revisiting it, and therefore you're moving on from it. Or if you are revisiting it, something within the connection or your contribution to it, whatever that pattern was, needs to come to an end. And I feel like you will get your clarity this week, provided you take the time necessary with that 7 of Pentacles there to the Hermit card to really go within and do soul searching and say, okay, I'm revisiting this connection. I want success with it. It could be a bit cumbersome or burdensome for me to achieve the success, but I'm determined to do that. But I also have to acknowledge the patterns I exhibited in that connection. And in order to rebirth this, it would need to be done completely different. Like the World card, Nine of Wands, would be putting an end to the cycle. I've learned the lesson. I've gone with it, and I'm going to show up differently now in the connection. Or if I'm going to move on and make another connection or connections, I'm going to show up differently in those connections. So whether you're going back or you're going forward, I feel like your advice is, one, yes, if you're deciding to go back, you need to decide, is it worth the effort, right? Can you achieve that Four of Wands, that sense of celebration and stability and comfort and happiness? And if you decide, yes, I can do that, then there's a pattern that you're bringing to the table in the connection that you need to put an end to. And if you're deciding, no, it's way too burdensome, I'm not going to go back, I'm just going to forge ahead and create new connections in my life, bravo, that's great for you too. But I feel like if you don't see the pattern within yourself that contributed to maybe the failure of that connection ending, I feel like you're doomed to repeat it. I hope that's making sense for someone watching. So Four of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Queen of Cups to the Tower. This really seems to be like, if you're going to do things the same way that you've always done them, whether it's in this connection or, you know, the next connection, if you stay in that Four of Pentacles, I almost feel like whatever happiness you get from reconnecting with the past person or connecting with like this new person, I feel like it doesn't last long with that Tower card. So the happiness you get from reconnecting with this or connecting with the new doesn't last long. The Tower comes in and kind of crumbles the connection again. But that's because there's a pattern within you that needs to change. I'm not saying that the other entity isn't just as guilty for, you know, the connection getting to the Ten of Swords, but this isn't about them. This is about you, because this is your tarot card of the week. So I feel like you can have this new beginning, either like with this person or with another person in your life. But if you don't see and recognize the pattern within yourself and heal that, it's just going to repeat in multiple connections. So what are you passionate about and ready to create? I think for you, Aries, looking at the cards and feeling the energy is change. Change within you. So whether you're revisiting the connection or moving on to something new, you not repeating that really gives you the clean slate that you're desiring. That's what I have for you, my friend, for the week of August 17th, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. You have the Empress. What is growing and evolving in your life that needs your attention? Love that Venusian energy for you. You are the Empress of Tarot. Although the Empress embodies the best qualities of all four queens and all four kings, for it to come up for you, I think, is quite special, because the Empress is Venusian energy and Venus rules both you and Libra. So this is definitely, there's something here that you can do. I think the power resides within you. So what is growing and evolving in your life that needs your attention? Why is the Empress the tarot card of the week here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, my darling, we have the Emperor. There you go. Whether you're masculine or feminine. You then have the High Priestess, you have the Devil, and you have Temperance. All four of your cards are major arcana cards. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and King of Pentacles, whether you're masculine or feminine. We then have Seven of Swords to the Magician, to the Two of Pentacles. That is a very unhealthy energy, especially with the Devil on the table. Taurus, we need to talk. You are involved in a situation, environment, or connection that is highly toxic. If the message isn't resonating for you, please check another placement. But I've tapped into a group of you where you know that this situation, environment, or connection is toxic. You know that there's manipulation at play, verbal manipulation, emotional manipulation, maybe financial for some of you. You know, but you're keeping it to yourself. So your tarot card is, what is growing and evolving in your life that needs your attention? I think you are planning. Is that the right word? Planning. I think you're creating a strategy to exit whatever this is, ever so carefully and ever so diligently. And I think you're keeping it to yourself in that Emperor to the High Priestess. So you're seeing something for being very toxic in your life, person, place, or thing. And you're going to very quietly find a way to regain your stability and move on from it. So what's evolving in your life that needs your attention? This. I think it does have your attention. I just don't think you're letting it know that it has your attention. I hope that's making sense to someone watching. I think you're keeping it to yourself. High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? Why is the High Priestess here? This is the Keeper of Secrets in Tarot. Why is the High Priestess here? One more shuffle. Thank you. High Priestess is clarified by Six of Cups, King of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're keeping this to yourself. So you are seeing very clearly this pattern from the past, something from the past here, situation, environment, or connection. You're seeing it very carefully and very clearly. And you are taking, it's interesting to have the Knight of Wands here, and then on the other side you have Temperance. So it's almost like you're taking action to move away from the toxic situation, environment, or connection, but you're not letting it know that you're taking action. So let's say this is a job environment for you. I feel like this week you're recognizing the toxicity, but you're not necessarily going to the job to say, you know what, I see that this place is effed up and I'm going to look for another job. That's not what you're doing. You're taking the inspired action because you're seeing it clearly. And you're like, well, when I get home today, I'm going to write up my resume and start sending it out. And I'll see what, offers or opportunities come my way. And when I find the job that I really want, that's when this place gets my notice and I'm out. So it's quiet fire. I feel like you're doing everything in the background or like below the surface, where this situation, environment, connection is not aware that you're doing it, but you're now taking active steps. You're changing your life quietly to move on from whomever or whatever this is. Hangman, Seven of Wands, and Nine of Wands. You're seeing it, again, Seven of Swords. You're seeing very clearly. I feel like this is all mental. What I mean by that is like, this is something you're thinking in your mind. You're like, I'm putting up a wall, Seven of Wands. I see it clearly now. I have a new perspective. Now I know what I need to do. I'm putting up a wall, Seven of Wands. Again, putting up a wall, Nine of Wands. It's like, I'm not doing this again with this person. Like you kind of see the game that's being played here. So now you're quietly moving towards victory. So again, you're creating the financial plan for yourself, but you're not telling the job that. You're not telling the job, hey, I expect to leave this job in a month or a year, whatever this plan is for you. If this is like a friend, family member, a lover, it's the same thing. You're seeing the toxic cycle, the toxic pattern, but you're not going to say anything until you're well on your way to victory, until like you're ready to leave. Tell me more about the devil here. Tell me more about the devil here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The devil is being clarified by the Four of Cups, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, and then the Six of Swords. I feel like you have seen what this is for a long time, because the Sun card is the card of illumination. And what it's illuminating for you, one, it's giving you clarity in the Queen of Swords. And two, it's illuminating to you that you're really not happy with whatever this is. So, and I feel like you're, I heard exhausted. I think you're exhausted with trying to like fix the situation, environment, or connection. It's no longer emotionally pleasing. And this week, if it hasn't happened yet, then this week, something's being illuminated to make you realize I need to turn my back on this and create a plan to move forward away from it. Seven of Pentacles. And this is not anything new. So you've been thinking of doing this for a while, but maybe you haven't actually like taken action, like to look for the job or look for the new, create the new financial plan or change your living situation. It's like you've known for a while that you may need to do this, but I think you were hoping that it would improve. This week, something is happening. You're like, you know what? This is never going to change. I need to turn my back on it quietly. I don't really feel like you're communicating this to this entity. You're just deciding to move forward, and you're being guided by Archangel Michael. So, we have a new moon in Virgo, your sister brother sign, on August 22nd. So you may want to, if you go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com, and click on resources, there's a new moon ritual. You can call in the new. So you can call in the new job or the new financial opportunity or whatever you need to escape whomever or whatever this is. But I feel like you're being guided by Archangel Michael here to like move away from this. Tell me more about Temperance. Tell me more about Temperance here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Temperance is clarified by Five of Wands, the Star, and the Five of Cups. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands. You're being guided away from the chaos, the conflict, the competition, the defeat. I think that this does, you know, it's not that it comes easy with that Five of Cups card, right? There's remorse and regret that this just did not pan out, or this situation, environment, or connection did not improve. So there does come with, you know, the departure comes with some loss or grief here, but there's almost instant healing. I kind of feel like this, as soon as you start putting these plans into motion, like behind the scenes, to start feeling better, I feel like your mood lifts. Like you start feeling like, all right, I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck anymore. I now see a way out, or I see the opportunity for me to create my way out, a plan out. And so I think that gives you like this, I don't know, like a little pep in your step. So again, I don't feel like this entity knows that you're looking to leave. But Six of Wands to the King of Pentacles, you're moving forward towards victory. Tell me more about this. Where's Taurus heading? Where is Taurus heading? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Where are you heading, my love? Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. Ten of Swords, ending this. And Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles, Justice, and Death. Wow, Eight of Cups. You are completely walking away from the situation, environment, or connection. They just don't know it yet. You're moving towards the new. You are ending this. I mean, this is as done can be. We don't have the World card, and that's why I don't feel like you're ending it all this week, but you're moving towards ending it. You're definitively making the decision this week. This is done. I mean, Five of Pentacles, Justice, Eight of Cups, Death card, Ten of Swords. This is done, but this is going to be done now on your terms. Pleasing to you, beneficial to you in your time. However long you feel it will take, you're moving away from a situation, environment, or connection that was emotionally displeasing, and you're moving towards happiness. We have the Nine of Cups, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Six of Swords. This is you moving away. I'm going to say that I think within the next 4 weeks will be very pivotal for you in creating this plan and then starting to actually put some things in motion to execute the plan. But your long-term goal here is to leave it. Your decision is definitive. A lot of individuals look to Taurus as like a very stubborn energy. I don't think it's stubborn. I mean, low vibrational Taurus could be stubborn, but high vibrational Taurus is committed. I feel like you were committed to this situation, environment, or connection up until now. I feel like this is shifting. Now the commitment comes off of this and towards you. And I think that's what you're doing here. And I think you are wholly invested, fully invested in moving towards the new. What's done here is done. If you were ever thinking of staying here or going back to this, it was a fleeting little thing that you thought of. This week, you're like, now I can move forward in my own time. So I like this for you a lot, because what is growing and evolving in your life that needs your attention? This and your new beginning. I think your new beginning is growing, and I think you're now evolving into a place where you're ready to literally put some plans here into motion. And again, I think you're doing it all very quietly in the energy of the High Priestess, but you will be dedicated to this. And this does not end with you staying in this. This ends with you moving towards the new. And like I said, in your own time. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for the week of August 17th, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. Let's see what our tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. We have the Eight of Swords. What situation in your life is holding you back? So it's interesting there on the Eight of Swords card in this Monica Louvre deck. We have 3 swords on one side and 5 swords on the other. So some type of communication, conversation, argument here, which resulted in some type of heartbreak. I feel like you're thinking about it a lot in the Eight of Swords energy. And it could be holding you back. Either the heartbreak is holding you back, or like now you don't know what to do because of this. Tell me more about this here for Gemini. Why is the Eight of Swords their tarot card of the week? And remember, this is not what you don't see coming. This is like a little self-help guide for the divine, from the divine for you at this time. Ah, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, my darling. Wow, Ten of Swords. Okay. King of Cups, Nine of Wands, Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. My word. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. The Hermit, the Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Well, I always say the Ten of Swords card is my least favorite card in the deck, right? This is pain, this is betrayal, this is heartache, this is grief. This is an ending, and it's a hard ending. This is, I should have seen it coming, but I didn't see it coming ending. However, astrologically speaking, this is also the sun in Gemini. So whatever you've been feeling up until now, it can't get any worse. This is as bad as it gets in tarot. So it's a hard ending, the hardest ending. But I feel like now it's a new dawn, it's a new day. You're out, but you're not. You're down, but you're not out in the Nine of Wands. I feel like now you're fighting your way back. You're fighting your way back, like you're reclaiming your independence, you're reclaiming your freedom, you're reclaiming your autonomy, you're reclaiming your happiness, or at least you're trying to. So what situation in your life is holding you back? It's this ending. I feel like this has happened now, and you don't know what to do with this ending. All right, let me see more about the ending. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords here. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Had the Ten of Wands. So this situation, environment, or connection was very burdensome for you, like almost backbreaking to deal with. Ten of Wands, Six of Cups, and the King of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. I kind of get the feeling here like, and I don't know who this is for you, friend, family member, lover, that's Six of Cups. So this is someone you have some kind of soulmate, soul bond connection with, maybe a lot of memories with. And this could be someone who goes back to childhood in your life. It'll be different for all of you, but I feel like the connection with this individual has come to an abrupt end, or something monumental has occurred here that has altered or changed the relationship here with this individual. I then have the King of Cups. I feel like this is your energy. Yeah. King of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Empress. We got a lot of people here, a lot of energies here. Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Hermit here at the bottom of the deck. I still feel like this is you. King of Cups with the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Empress. I feel like this hard ending here is now putting you in a position of power. Now you get to move forward in a way that maybe you weren't able to move forward in before. It's like now you get to decide your fate. I don't feel like it was possible for you to do that as long as you were in whatever this is. So you broken free from something here, Gemini, a thought pattern, a process, a negative trait, a toxic habit, you know, a bad pattern that you've had, a situation, environment, or connection that was detrimental to you in some way. Again, what it is that has ended here was either in your life a long time, you did it a long time, or you had memories with this person, or again, some toxic pattern or something that maybe goes back to your childhood even. But I feel like it has been removed from your life, either by choice or by force. It's gone. Now you get to decide how you're going to move forward. Tell me about the Five of Wands. I feel like this is you fighting your way. You're fighting your way back. You're fighting your way back. Tell me about the Five of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Temperance. Four Swords. Two of Cups. You're fighting your way back now. I feel like the masculine and feminine energy within you now is more balanced in that Two of Cups. This was very erratic. This is a very erratic energy. Now there's like a peace and a calm. This is like the rainbow after the storm. This is the peace and the calm. Like the hurricane has passed through. The tornado has passed through. It didn't take you down. It brought you to your knees, but you're still standing. Now you get to heal. Now you're more balanced. Now you feel more aligned. Now you're more steady. And now you can decide how to move forward. Seven of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. I feel like whatever this was holding you back in some way. Now you get to create this strategic plan on how to move forward. Tell me about this strategic plan and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords clarified by Three of Wands. Yeah. Now you get to move forward. This is a card of moving forward towards wish fulfillment. Yep. Hangman, give a lot of thought to this. Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Again, whether you're masculine or feminine, you have lots of options and choices. Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Hermit to the Six of Wands. You have lots of options and choices here, Gemini, in respect to how you want to move forward now after this ending. You don't have to rush into this. In fact, I'm getting your advice here really is for you not to rush. I think you need to give considerable thought to now the direction you want your life to go in. I think you need to see everything from a different perspective. I don't think you have to rush onto that boat just yet. It's like in the Three of Wands, the boat is in the harbor. The Six of Swords, you're in the boat. But in the middle of all of that is the Hangman. So it's kind of like now you get to decide how you're going to move, forward. So take your time doing that. So, you know, what situation in your life is holding you back? Whatever it was, it has come to an end, or it's about to come to an end. And now you get to decide how you're moving forward towards independence, towards freedom, towards financial prosperity, and emotional contentment. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for you. 3 cards of advice for Gemini. We have the Fool, the new beginning. So there you go. The Fool, the Emperor, and the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, King of Pentacles. That's interesting. It's possible for some of you this is divorce or separation from an individual that you have financial ties with, whether that's a business partner, family member, parents, a spouse, a partner. It's possible for some of you that, let me give you this example. This is what's coming to me. Let's say I'm speaking to a Gemini and you've been in this long-term connection, right? King to the Queen of Pentacles. But it's been an emotionally displeasing connection for you. You were always hoping for some kind of catalyst to occur for you to be able to move on from it. And now all of a sudden your job has come to an end. Again, I'm not predicting anything. I'm just giving you the example that they're giving me. So it's like, I've always wanted to move on from this connection, but I've been kind of looking for a reason or a catalyst. Now suddenly my job has come to an end and I have another job that requires me to, like, I don't know, relocate halfway around the world. I know that my spouse doesn't want that. Now I get to make the choice to move in that direction, and that kind of becomes the instigator or the reason now why I get to end this connection, because I now have a catalyst here for doing it. I hope that's making sense to someone watching. Again, that won't be for everyone, but that's kind of what I see here. Like something has come to an end, and now it can move you in a different direction, or at least be the excuse or reason why you're moving in another direction. Like you're walking away from something to move towards something else. But you don't have to do it all this week. All you have to do this week is give considerable thought to your wish fulfillment, what it is here that you truly want, and then like create a plan, because Seven of Swords is all about strategy, especially for a Gemini. So that's, you know, creating a plan on how you can move forward in time. I feel like the next 6 weeks will be really, 6 to 8 weeks will be really pivotal for you in creating that plan. But that's what I have for you, Gemini. It's like something came to an end. You can now do anything or go anywhere, or that's the catalyst now for you to leave something else and go anywhere or do anything. But this doesn't have to be a shoot from the hip kind of thing. This is something you need to really create a strategy for. And I see you doing just that. So if you're feeling stuck and stagnant over the next couple of weeks, I want to say, like, don't be. I know as a dualistic sign, you like to keep moving and you like the mental stimulation, but this is more like you really need to create a strategy. I would lean into I'm a Gemini sun, as most of you know. I would lean into our cousin sign of Virgo, since that's also ruled by Mercury like we are. And high vibing Virgo, and we actually have a new moon in Virgo. We have 2 back-to-back new moons in Virgo, August 22nd and September 21st. Remember, I had said 6 weeks. So maybe take the next 4 to 6 weeks to like lean into the cousin sign for us of Virgo, because high vibing Virgo is creating systems and plans and strategy. So I would use the energy of the new moon in Virgo over the course of the next 4 to 6 weeks to create this plan so you can move towards wish fulfillment, whatever that is for you. I don't think you need to like execute anything right now, but I think you need to get the ball rolling on the plan, because if you don't, I think you're going to be stuck. And the worst thing for a Gemini is to feel stuck. So that's what I have for you, Gemini, for the week of August I was going to say 25th, August 17th, 2025. Maybe August 25th is relevant for some of you. I don't know. But if you like those messages and they resonated with you and you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my love, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's see what the week of August 17th, 2025 has in store for you. Your tarot card this week, my darling, is the Seven of Cups. What situation in your life is bringing you a variety of choices? Why is the Seven of Cups the tarot card of the week for Cancer? And remember, this is not what you don't see coming, although sometimes a touch of that does enter the reading. But this is more or less like a little self-help for you from the divine this week. So why is the Seven of Cups the tarot card of the week here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Cups is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. Page of Swords, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. So you're receiving information, communication, conversation, opportunity here with another individual. Either you just received it in the past week or it's coming up in the next week. I feel like there's an opportunity within that conversation. So I think you really need to pay attention to the conversation. It's like something will be disclosed to you. I feel like someone is coming to you with a conversation. And it gives you like this light bulb moment of, oh, this is how this could benefit me. I don't feel like it's a selfish energy. I just feel like you're seeing an opportunity in this conversation. I think that's why it's so important for you to pay attention to it this week. Like, are you getting together with this person or making plans? Yep, it's fun. We're going to hang out. But, you know, I'm going out to dinner with this friend, or I'm catching up with this family member, or, you know, whomever this person is for you. But there's something here about paying close attention really to what this person says, because there's an opportunity here for you in what they're saying. All right, tell me about the Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is your energy. This is you needing to really listen to what this person is saying, because there's a strategy here then. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning here for you. This opportunity, the Fool. New beginning, new opportunity. Tower, boom. Comes in out of the blue in a conversation that you're having with someone. I would pay attention. This isn't just hanging out and going out for coffee or crab cakes or whatever. You know, this is pay attention to the conversation. There's an opportunity there for you that will benefit you in the long run. Okay, Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Cups clarified by the Lovers, Judgment, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, Hangman. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Ace of Wands right behind that. This is definitely a conversation coming your way. No choice. Did I just say no choice? Yeah, you have no choice in this conversation. Thank you. You have no choice in this conversation happens. So what do I mean by that? You get an invitation from a friend, family member, a lover, or business associate, whatever. Hey, let's go hang out, or let's grab lunch together, like whatever it is. And you're like, okay, great. And then while you're sitting there at dinner or in the car with them or whatever it is, it's like you have no choice but to sit there and listen, because this person will just start talking. And it's important for you to pay attention to the details of what they're saying. Pay attention to what they're saying. There's a silver lining in it for you, or there's an opportunity here for you. So you need to be a little opportunistic here this week, or maybe even moving into the next week. Pay attention to this, and don't say anything right off the bat of, oh, I could do that. You know, so let's say I'm talking to a Cancerian where you have a friend who owns a business. I'm just saying that because I have the Emperor here. And you have a friend who owns a business, and they say to you, hey, do you want to hang out Saturday and, I don't know, go get drinks and dinner? And you're like, okay. And you think it's all fun and games, right? Six of Wands, Three of Cups. Is that Three of Cups? Yeah, Three of Cups. You're just going to go out and have fun with my friend. And then while you're in the car with your friend, or you're at the dinner table with your friend, they tell you, you know what? I really think that I'm going to fire Becky in accounting. I don't know. Something like that. It's just an example. Pay attention to that, because maybe you're looking for a new job. again, I don't think this person is saying it to you, so you step into the role and go, oh, hire me, I'm better than Becky. No, but this is giving you a heads up. So the conversation happens by no choice of your own. You have the choice to hang out with the person. I think you're taking it. But something they say in the conversation gives you the aha epiphany moment. This could benefit me in the long run. Interesting. So the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. Now you get clarity. And now you have an opportunity that didn't exist before. This going back to that same example, this isn't your friend saying, do you want a job? But this is your friend saying they're thinking of firing someone. Again, just an example. But now you get to decide now if you want to apply for that job when it becomes available. You know what I mean? It gives you now long-term planning. So let's get you 3 cards of advice there with that Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is good for you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 4 Pentacles. This is good. This is stability and structure. 5 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. It comes at a loss for someone else. World card. It comes, look, Ace of Cups. Someone else's ending is your new beginning. That's what's happening here. So let's say I'm speaking to a Cancerian where you have a friend, you emotionally like the friend, or you romantically like the friend, but you never would have told them that. In a million years, you're just gonna keep a surface level friendship. And you're single, but they're partnered, and they're going through a tumultuous ending. And now they ask you to hang out, and over the weekend, something occurs, and they say to you, you know, I think I'm gonna break up. Let's just say you're feminine and you're interested in masculines. Again, I don't read body parts or gender. I'm just trying to give you the example I'm getting in the easiest terms possible. So you're a woman. This is your male friend. You like them, but you've never said anything. You're single. They're not. You go out and you hang out this weekend and they tell you, I think I'm going to break up with my girlfriend. That's not them saying to you, do you want to date me? Because now I'm going to be single. But that kind of gives you the something here to think about, like, wow, maybe this would be my opportunity. Not in this moment, but in the future, once they do become single, maybe it's then my opportunity, once my friend heals, to ask them, you know, do they want to go out, or to see if they feel the same way. So it's like you're being notified that someone's thinking of ending something, and it's to your benefit. So whether they're going to end someone's job, they're going to end a relationship with someone, or it could be a friend telling you, I heard my landlord might like cancel my next door neighbor's lease. Again, it doesn't mean that you can move into the apartment tomorrow, but you can certainly keep it in the back of your mind like, well, I have been thinking about moving. And so now I know that that's an apartment that most likely will be available for me. So pay attention to any conversations that you're having this week, because I feel like someone's letting you know something that, although it does mean an ending for someone else, it ends up being extraordinarily beneficial to you. So what situation in your life is bringing you a variety of choices? It's a conversation that you're having within the next week or two. I feel like there is an opportunity there. Just pay close attention to it and see the opportunity for you. It might not be clear at first, and I think that's why you don't jump on it right away. It's like you need to think about it. But once you revisit that conversation in your head, you're going to be like, oh, wow, I have been looking for a place to live or a job, or again, whatever this is for you. I think you realize it could benefit you in the long run. And now all you need to do is kind of sit and wait to see how the situation plays out. That's what I have for you, my love. That is your tarot card for the week of August 17th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, maybe just found it to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. You have the 10 of Pentacles. What situation in your life shows your greatest accomplishments? Why is the 10 of Pentacles the tarot card of the week for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the 10 of Pentacles their tarot card of the week? Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. Your first card out, my darling, we have the 6 of Pentacles, followed by the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Lovers. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 2 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. You're receiving an offer or an opportunity here. If you haven't received it yet, I feel like it's coming in. Tell me about the King of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have Gemini again in the Lovers. And Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and that Page of Cups. Who's the King of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. It could be Queen. I don't read body parts. The Devil. Two of Wands, Queen of Wands. They're coming towards you. You're the Queen of Wands, whether you're masculine or feminine. This is a toxic individual. This is someone who breadcrumbs you. This is someone who makes you beg for time, attention, affection, raise, promotion. I don't know who this is. The boss, the friend, the family member, the lover. They're coming towards you with information, communication, apology, offer, opportunity, reconciliation, a gift. Different for all of you, but this person is highly toxic, and you know it. And Devil to the King of Swords would be someone who can manipulate an individual using their words. So it's someone who's it could be prone to like gaslighting you or love bombing you or just telling you what you need to hear so they can get something from you, or to keep you trapped in a situation, environment, or connection that makes you beg them for resources, for something. Again, time, love, money, etc., etc. So what's this offer opportunity that they're coming to you with? I feel it says, like, what situation, environment, or connection in your life shows your greatest accomplishments? This. I feel like this is you. Stable, structured, happy, victorious. You get to make a choice now if you want to reintroduce this person into your life. Because for some of you, it's a past person. For others of you, it's a new person, but they exhibit the same toxic qualities as someone from your past, or maybe even a group of people from your past. So I kind of feel like this is you needing to like protect your peace or your resources. But again, that choice is going to be yours to make. But what are they offering you? Page of Cups. What is the Page of Cups here for Leo? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. The Page of Cups is the Fool. So they want a new beginning. Five of Swords. Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Hierophant. The Star. Nine of Cups. This is someone who wants to... It can go two ways. If this is a past person, you know, this is someone that they have the tendency to manipulate with their words. Now, let me clarify that. Whether it's a past person or new person, Five of Swords, King of Swords, and the Devil is horrible in terms of someone having the ability to psychologically, like I just heard, con you, tell you what you want to hear, very manipulative, verbally manipulative energy, bit of a gaslighter, someone who can like stonewall you. They give you a little bit and then you ask for more. They can shut down very quickly. It's Aquarian energy at the heart of it, astrologically speaking. And Aquarian energy in very, very low vibration could detach like nothing. So someone who can come in and love bomb you and, again, take you out on a date and give you the world on a Friday night. And then Saturday, it's like, I'm sorry, who are you? Like, that's how quick they can switch it up. And same thing if it's a past person. It's like they can come in and offer you this apology and you accept it. And then the next day, you don't hear from them for the whole day. They have the ability, energetically speaking, to turn a switch on and off when it comes to their emotions or what they give you. And I kind of feel like that's how this person hooks people in, by telling them everything they want to hear, giving them a little bit, and then they retreat and they make you constantly like chase the high or chase the affection, or you know what I mean? So if this is a new person or a past person, it's the same toxic cycle or same toxic qualities that you have experienced in the past. Lovers, it's your choice. I think the situation in your life that shows your greatest accomplishments is how much success or happiness or stability or abundance you have or you're currently working on acquiring without this person or without this type of person in your life. I feel like you need to protect yourself from this person, whether it's a new person or a past person. But it's your choice, and, you know, this is just tarot. At the end of the day, you need to use your discernment. But tell me about the Lovers card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. High Priestess, Three of Cups, Hangman. Bottom of the deck, Chariot. So before you move forward to go on a date with this person, connect with this person, reconnect with this person, you know, if there's someone from the past, new or used, I don't know why I just heard that, new or used, look what it's flanked by. High Priestess and the Hangman. There should be no quick decision on your part. I'm not telling you not to make a decision, because clearly one here needs to be made, but it's telling you to pause. You need to give considerable thought about whether or not you want to engage with this person or re-engage with this past person. Why is that? Why does Leo need to give considerable thought to whether or not they want to engage or re-engage with this individual? Why is that? One more shuffle. Thank you. Two of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. This is what, because this is the energy of an individual who comes in quick. It's heavy love bombing energy. Now we've got the Knight of Wands. So they look good, they smell good, right? Outer appearances. They talk a good game. You're going to feel drawn to them. But look how they actually leave you. Stone cold, turning their back on you. Because remember, we had the King of Swords, so Queen of Swords. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. So this is a pattern, either with this person or, well, definitely with this person, whether it's a past person or a new person. This is their pattern. And your pattern is engaging with someone who exhibits those traits. I was asking why you need to give considerable thought, because the outward appearance looks good and you're going to feel magnetically drawn to them. But are you being drawn to them because it's a lesson you haven't learned? And this is a test to see if you've learned it. Or are you being drawn to them because they're like the one, like the friend you should have or the lover that you should be with? Because I think the more you think about it, the more you realize this is the same lesson, different meat suit. Same lesson, different person. Or same lesson, same person. Let's get 3 cards of advice here. 3 cards of advice here for Leo. This is going to be tempting. Whomever or whatever this is, whatever opportunity this is, it's going to be tempting. But look how pretty you're sitting. Or this is your potential. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands. 10. Did I say 10 of Cups? Okay, that slipped out. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands. You're sitting pretty or have the potential to sit pretty. Do you want to threaten this with this? I don't know why I keep hearing that. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for you, my love. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Pentacles, learn more. This is a card of patience. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So this is dialing it back and watching and learning. This is not taking them at their word, but showing this in the, waiting to see how this person actually shows up over a long stretch of time. 6 of Cups, Ace of Wands. Are they repeating a pattern that they either had in the past or a pattern that's reminiscent of someone who was toxic in your life from the past? That's how you'll know how to proceed forward in that Ace of Wands. Do you move on without them or do you move on with them? Because again, if it's new person or past person, they're going to exhibit the same traits of the past. And the only way you're going to know if this is like the real deal or they're being authentic this time is to wait and see. You have to wait and see. Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. Empress, 4 of Swords, Judgment. This is like you pausing, look, observing, Page of Swords, before you make that judgment call. I think if you make it too quickly, this person has the ability to affect your independence, affect your livelihood, affect your stability. If this is an ex, this could be someone who wants to rush in very quickly to move in with you or to share financial resources. Oh, don't do that. If this is an ex coming back because they need a place to live, oh God, I just heard, don't do that. That's how they would trap you. And then you're stuck with someone. Then you're like stuck with a squatter that you can't get out of your house. I don't know. One of you needed to hear that. This person could come in like suddenly now they want marriage or something like that. Oh God, don't rush this person to live with you. All right, someone needed to hear that. That's what I have for you, Leo, for the week ahead. What situation in your life shows your greatest accomplishments? This is everything you have and everything you're striving towards. And this seems to be an entity that could potentially wreak some havoc in your life. So please proceed with caution. I think the wait and see attitude is the way to go. If someone is rushing you to like move in with them, share resources with them, for them to come live with you, I'm not getting a very good energy, but please use your discernment if this person is doing this. Yeah, I literally saw like someone pulling up with like moving boxes. It's like, I'm here or I'm moving in. Too soon. Too soon. You're dating them for a few weeks. Too soon. Like if it's a new person or you go out on the first date and they're already talking about moving in with you. No. Protect your peace at all costs, please. That is what I have for you for the week of August 17th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. 3 of Swords, What painful aspect of your life do you need to confront? Again, this is not what's happening to you, but this is something that you need to look at, right? This is some assistance for you from the divine. So why is the Three of Swords the tarot card of the week here for Virgo? There's something here you don't want to see or you don't want to confront. Why is the Three of Swords the tarot card of the week for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Oh, I was going to say the pattern, and then the Devil came out. The Devil, the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Tower. I think you don't want to see that there's a situation, environment, or connection in your life that is quite toxic, or that you're repeating a pattern. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups, High Priestess, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, Five of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. You don't want to see this because you don't want to feel this again. Okay. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. I also have Pisces here. All right. Who is this person? Let's clarify the Devil. Could be a Capricorn as well. Why is the Devil card here? Devil to the King of Swords to the Ace of Swords is a verbal manipulator. I was just telling Leo that. So if you're a Leo, Virgo cusper, meaning you're born within a few days of Leo season ending and Virgo season beginning, or maybe just have a lot of Leo placements, you may want to take a look at their reading. I use an entirely different deck for you and similar message. Let's see where we go with this. Tell me about the Devil. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hangman, Five of Cups, the Emperor. Yeah, you don't want to see this. Either you don't want to see that this person is doing the same thing that they've done in the past, or you don't want to see that they're exhibiting traits that someone from your past, once exhibited. You don't want to feel lost again. Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the World. You're resisting seeing this because if you see it, you have to end it. And you don't want to feel that again. Oh, baby. You've got clarity coming. Ace of Swords to the Tower is your aha epiphany moment. I wanted to know about this person. Tell me about the King of Swords. This is someone who verbally manipulates you. Friend, family member, lover, could be your neighbor. But tell me about the King of Swords here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Wands, Two of Cups, King of Wands. It's a good match. It's a good business match. It's a good friendship match. Two of Cups, it's a soulmate match. This is a romantic love partner. Who that is different for all of you, but it's someone you admire or you look up to or you find attractive. Someone you could be in a romantic relationship with. This is someone who, they got a big ego. I feel like this person does or says things to make you go along with them, but then they don't actually, there's no follow through. It sounds good. They say stuff that sounds good, sounds promising, but they do it for their own egoic gain, not for what's best for you. If this reading isn't resonating with you, check another placement. But if it is, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Look at the Queen of Swords holding it to her chest and then the High Priestess. You've known this for a long time. You've known this for a long time. You've been confused about this person for quite some time. This may have started for you in the month of July, where you kind of were like, wait, what the F is going on here? There's something like that. There was a feeling of deja vu. It's a feeling of deja vu. So then we have the Nine of Swords, the Chariot, and the Strength, Eight of Cups. You've been holding yourself back from addressing this or saying something about it or moving away because you don't know if it's you, you don't know if it's your mind playing tricks on you or if it's the actual person. So you need to confront this. I mean, that's your tarot card of the week is you need to really look at this person and make that determination, right? Are you just attributing past wounds to this person and you're unfairly criticizing them or unfairly judging them based on your, broken heart, your trauma from the past, whether they did it to you or not, whether it's the past person or the new person. So there's something here that you need to go within, my love, and look at this and say, is this me projecting past pain onto this person and maybe accusing them of doing something or judging them for doing something that they're really not doing. Or are they really effing doing it? And I don't want to see it, because if I see it, then I got to do something about it, and I don't want to feel heartache again. So it's going to be different for all of you, but I think clarity is coming in the week ahead. Ace of Swords to the Tower. Something's happening here, and I think it's going to force you to go within and figure out, am I projecting onto this person, or is this person really exhibiting these traits? What's happening here? What is this Tower? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What is the Tower? Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the Three of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Something happens here this week with this individual while you're collaborating with them or you're working with them on something. Something's going to happen, and it's going to trigger a deja vu moment for you. It's going to happen within the next week or two. It's going to trigger a deja vu moment for you. It's going to force you then to pull back. You're going to pull back, which is good, because you need to figure out if you're projecting onto this person or if this person is as toxic as your intuition is kind of has been telling you that they are. What is the clarity here that comes to the Virgo collective? What is the clarity here that they get? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hermit, I love it. Two of Swords and Death. Eight of Cups. Seven of Swords. Ace of Wands. For most of you, and remember, use your discernment and discretion and intuition. But for most of you, your determination here, after really going within and really thinking about it, you're going to realize it's maybe is a little bit of you holding on to past trauma, but it's also this person who is very toxic. I think you decide to move on from them. I don't think you move on from them this week, but I think you're confronting the reality that you may have to do just that. I think you're keeping it to yourself. Like, once you make the decision, I don't think it's like, if you're the boss, you're not like, you're fired. It's not like that. Or you're living with this person. I don't think you come home, you're like, I want a divorce, get the F out. It's not like that. It's making the decision or having the realization, and then you're going to keep it to yourself. Okay, there's a part of me I need to heal. Okay. But that person is toxic. You're going to keep it to yourself for a little bit. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. You're going to keep it to yourself for a little bit, because I don't think you wanted to see it. 3 cards of advice here for Virgo. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Yeah, notice how, like, the Two of Swords has the cross, keeping it to yourself. The High Priestess has the Book of Knowledge. You're going to keep it to yourself. The Queen of Wands, hands there, keeping it to them, keeping it to yourself. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice, my love. Ace of Wands, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Jesus. Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Nine of Cups. I think you're going to move on, but I think you're going to create a strategic plan to do that. That's your advice, is once you have the aha epiphany moment, go within. Your cousin sign there of Gemini is showing up in the Eight of Swords. So give considerable thought to how you want to disengage from this entity. Like, if it's a job, you need to find another job. It's a living situation, find another living situation. I feel like you can't act on it right away, nor should you. I'm being told, nor should you. You need to create a strategy. But your advice, number one, is to see something that you didn't want to see. Because the Eight of Swords is looking right at the Seven of Swords, but you got a blindfold on. But the Ace of Wands is looking at it directly. So there's something here about looking at it directly and seeing it for what it is. And then also Seven of Swords has then a dual message for you. Create a plan on how you can move forward. Because I don't think it's something you can abruptly exit for most of you. So it's seeing this person, place, or thing for who or what it truly is, and then creating an exit plan. And again, I think it's something that you didn't want to see. I still think there's a wound within the Virgo collective that needs to be healed. But I think the bigger wound here is, I didn't want to feel this again. And that's why I refuse to see these negative attributes or qualities in this situation, environment, or connection. That's what I have for you, my love. Your tarot card of the week is the Three of Swords. What painful aspect of your life do you need to confront? whomever or whatever this is. That's what I have for you, my dear. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, or you just found them to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. You have the Fool. Whoa. Where is a new beginning happening in your life? Okay. That's Aries energy. It's another cardinal sign like you. So you have something ending here, my love, and you're on the precipice of a new beginning. This is not what you don't see coming. So if the message doesn't apply, check another placement. Or for those of you where you are now having this new beginning in your life, this message is for you. There's a need here for you to acknowledge the new beginning and to plan for it. My God, the Fool card. Did you see how that just came out of the deck? The Fool card to the Fool card. Followed by the Star, the Sun. Two cards came out here. The Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords. Whatever situation, environment, or connection this is that you're looking to depart from, heal from, move on from, they're coming in with an offer or an opportunity, an apology. Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, High Priestess, Eight of Cups, Judgment. I think, Hierophant, your judgment call here appears to be you're moving on from it anyway, but I don't think that you're letting this entity know that right away. I think you're undecided because I don't think you expected this person, place, or thing to come towards you. But ultimately, your decision here appears to be that you're leaving. The Fool, tell me about the new beginning. I think you made this decision in Leo season. New beginning. Justice. Ace of Swords. Ten of Cups. Knight of Swords. You made your decision in Leo season to move towards happiness, a new beginning. I don't know what this is for you. You're filing for divorce. You're finding a new job. You found a new place where to live. You made the decision in Leo season to move towards happiness. Three of Cups, contentment. Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. You're leaving behind Ten of Wands, whomever or whatever this is. So you have a new beginning. This is going to derail you a little bit when they come in with an offer to stay at the job, or don't cancel your apartment lease, or someone tries talking you out of selling the house or relocating, or the friend, family member, or lover that you're looking to move away from, like they come in with an apology or offer reconciliation. It's going to throw you off a bit, but you have your new beginning. You already made your decision to have your new beginning. This is telling you to move forward with your new beginning. Like, don't take your eye off the new beginning just because this comes in. What is being offered here? Offers coming in within the next 30 days. So prepare. What is the offer? One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, Queen of Cups. Wow, that Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Cups. It's a lot of people. Look, if this is someone who, like, tried to replace you with someone else, like the job that was going to let you go because they had another candidate for your position, or the friend who stopped talking to you because they suddenly started hanging out with someone else, or the family member, who, I don't know, shit talked you and got closer to a sibling and kind of triangulated you, or the lover who moved on from you and moved towards someone else, maybe cheated on you. I feel like what they're coming in to tell you is they're going to cut out the replacement. That's what they're going to tell you. The offer here is that they're going to cut out the replacement and that the two of you can come back together again. That's what throws you for a loop, because you've already made up your mind, it appears for most of you, that you are going to move on from the situation, environment, or connection. And you did all this in Leo season. So now you're starting to, you're on the right, you're in the right mindset here. You're tapping into your cardinal spirit to now be very decisive and create this plan and then take action towards it. So this is going to throw you for a little bit of a loop when it comes in. So the Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, I feel like it kind of halts your forward movement. So this is telling you to prepare for this, because it's going to throw you for a loop. You have a new beginning in your life. Now, if you want to repeat the cycle with whomever, whatever this is, you certainly can do that. Don't ever let a tarot reader or anyone tell you that you can't. But you would then be foregoing the new beginning you would have away from whomever, whatever this is, But again, that's your decision. So Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Give this offer considerable thought before you say yes or no to it, because it's going to derail you. Yeah, it's going to derail you. Tell me more about that. Seven of Pentacles, one more shuffle. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands. Bottom of deck, Judgment, Hierophant, Six of Wands, Ten of Swords. The victory with whomever, whatever this is, does not last very long. So the job keeps you, like they give you an enticing offer and you decide to stay, and now you forego that other job opportunity that came in, because remember, you had the Ace of Swords here. So let's say it's a work environment and you decided you're going to put out your applications, you're done with it, you made a decision, now you get a job offer, you go to give this job your notice that you're leaving, and they give you an incentive to stay and you take it. They don't keep you very long. The victory is very short-lived. If this is career and finance, and I say that because the Hierophant's there, it's very short-lived. We go right back to the Ten of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Ten of Wands, Eight of Wands. Like, the ending comes quick. So the happiness, or the, oh yeah, they give me a promotion to stay or a raise to stay, doesn't last very long. The reconciliation with the friend, family member, or lover doesn't last very long. The pattern is repeated. Knight of Wands to the Nine of Wands. The inconsistent pattern, which you have already decided you're going to move on from, is repeated. So if you want to do the cycle again, you can, but the outcome won't change. You'll be right back to this in time. Okay, 3 cards of advice for you, my love. I feel like you're supposed to see the out as the out. Yeah, 3 cards of advice for you. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. Seven of Cups, the Moon, and the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the World. In terms of advice, you've learned, you've gleaned all the information, resources, information, knowledge, life lessons that you could glean or acquire from the situation, environment, or connection. The world is now your oyster. You may not see it because the Moon card is here, but you're going to have a lot more options and choices in your life. A lot more structure and a lot more stability. And it's not structure, stability you have to fight for. There are new opportunities now on your path, and you'll get to call the shots as soon as you realize the situation, environment, or connection is not changing and you close the door on it. If you're able to do that, I feel like what ushers in for you is something like entirely new. I don't think you literally see what's coming. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, High Priestess, Eight of Cups, and then you go to Three of Cups, Judgment, Hierophant. You have a hell of a lot more structure and stability in the future away from whomever, whatever this is. This pattern is going to repeat. Three of Swords, Page of Wands, the Devil, Wheel of Fortune. There's your repeating cycle of heartbreak and trauma and toxicity. So I feel like if you're creating a plan to move on from this, your advice here is to continue with your plan. If you want to repeat this, you can, but it's going to have the same outcome. I hate to say that to people because I know a lot of people turn to tarot and you want to hear the good. And I'm telling you that this is bad, but the good is there for you. The good is there for you, but it requires you to walk away from whomever or whatever this is. So you have a new beginning. Where's a new beginning happening in your life? Whatever offer, opportunity is coming your way, I wouldn't allow it to deter me from the new path or the new opportunity. But again, that's a choice you get to make, my dear. That is what I have for you for the week of August 17th, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, or you just found them to be helpful or maybe even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. Oof, 10 of Swords. What situation in your life needs to come to an end? All right. So this is not what you don't see coming. This is more or less like advice or guidance for you from source to help you. Ace of Swords, Four of Swords. When I split the deck there. So why is the 10 of Swords the tarot card of the week here for the Scorpio collective? Why is the 10 of Swords their tarot card of the week? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Temperance came out. Tell me more about this for Scorpio. Why is the 10 of Swords their tarot card of the week. What situation, environment, connection, or pattern in your life needs to come to an end? One more shuffle. Thank you. Temperance, Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, shows itself again, Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Six of Cups. This back and forth needs to come to an end. It's a person, place, or thing that has been in your life before in that Six of Cup energy, whether that's a soulmate connection or repetitive pattern. Tower, Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, Devil, Justice. What is happening here? Okay. So you have Archangel Michael here this week, which I love. I think you're very stressed. If the message isn't resonating, check another placement. But I've tapped into a group of you where your subconscious is going 24 hours a day about this situation, environment, or connection. Like even if you're sleeping 10 hours, you're still tired during the day. I feel like Archangel Michael is here to give you some clarity on this. So what have you been worried about? Okay. What have you been worried about? Five of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands, Empress, Four of Wands, Eight of Cups. So you have a situation, environment, or connection in your life that's been like mentally plaguing you. I feel like you keep a lot of this to yourself. I feel like you've gone silent about this. So maybe you're not talking to this person about it. Maybe some of you are not talking to this person at all. I want to get three more on this for you. Let me get three more on that Nine of Swords. Either you're not talking to this person about it, or you're not talking to this person anymore, or you're just not telling a lot of people about it. I feel like you're waiting. I think you're waiting for an apology, or I think you're waiting for an apology, an explanation, an offer, or an opportunity. Seven of Swords. King of Pentacles. Page of Wands. You're waiting. Seven of Cups, the Moon, the Eight of Swords. My Lord. You're waiting for someone to come in with information, opportunity, communication, something that will help restabilize you or give you the comfort you need or make an investment in you. And I don't know who this is. I don't know if you're waiting for the loan company. I don't know if you're waiting for the family member, a friend, or lover to reconcile with you, or the lover to offer you commitment. I don't know what this is for you or who this is, but you're waiting. And you're really up in your head about like, am I waiting for the wrong reason? Am I waiting for something that's never going to come in? This is what's, I feel like, bouncing around in your head. You're confused. Seven of Cups, the Moon, the Eight of Swords. It's like you're waiting for it to come in, but you don't know if it will. Or, you know, maybe it's a financial institution that promised you the loan and now you haven't heard from them. And you're wondering if they just, you know, bullshitted you. Or you made an offer to purchase a property and you accepted it and now you're not hearing back from them. And you're like, well, was it a bullshit offer? You know, or this person said they wanted commitment or they were going to hire me for the job, but was it bullshit? So you're waiting. Someone here offered you something at some point, or you applied for something at some point, and now you're waiting to see if like you're going to receive it or if they're going to make good on it. So Ace of Swords, you have clarity coming this week. If you haven't received it yet, what is the clarity here for the Scorpio collective? You're waiting. One more shuffle. Thank you. What's your clarity here? Queen of Cups. There you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. Three of Wands, waiting. Knight of Cups. The Moon, the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Tower. You're waiting. Give me three more on this, please. So you're having clarity this week that you're waiting for the offer to arrive. Okay. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ten of Pentacles. You're waiting. Six of Swords. Ten of Wands. And it's hard. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Queen of Swords. The Moon. So your aha epiphany moment this week, your moment of clarity is, I've been waiting a long effing time for this. I think you're deciding this week to move on from the waiting. Like, what situation in your life needs to come to an end? I think the waiting, I think you're going to stop waiting for whomever or whatever this is. So it's like, you know what? I don't need to wait for this bank to provide me with this loan. I'm going to apply to other banks in the meantime. I'm not going to call this bank and tell them, you know, I'm not waiting for you anymore. Let them do them, is the feeling here. Like if they come in, they come in, but I'm going to look for other financial institutions to apply to. Or I haven't heard back from this job, sounded good at the interview, but I'm not going to just sit around and wait. I'm going to see what else is out there. So I feel like you're walking away from the waiting. If this entity comes in with the offer, the proposition, the job, the loan, you know what I mean? The commitment, whatever it is that you're waiting for. If they come in, great. If they don't, I'm going to find it elsewhere, or I'm going to create it myself. There's something like that here. You're taking the inspired action as Queen/King of Wands to put an end to the waiting. Why is that? Your aha epiphany moment is, I don't need to wait. I just checked the mic. Thank God. I went from Aries to you, and now I'm checking the mic to see if it's on. Lord have mercy. So you're taking the inspired action. You're putting an end to the waiting. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Tower, 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands. You are out. Justice, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups. You're out. And what I mean by, I don't think you're quitting the job. I don't think you're breaking up with the person. I think you're out of the waiting game. You're putting an end to the waiting. And it's going to shock you. It's going to shock you that you're like, you know what? I don't need to wait for this. I can find it elsewhere. I can create it myself. I can look for another loan. I can look for another job. I can find happiness elsewhere. I can look for another property. Like if this is, a property purchase that's falling through, your feeling here is, I think you're going to shock yourself with the, I'm going to be just fine, whether that comes through or not. That's your, oh my God, shocking realization. If it comes through, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not going to give up on obtaining what it is that I want. I'm just going to start looking for it elsewhere. 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 6 of Cups. What is that? I think you're putting an end to the waiting. One more shuffle here. Thank you. And I think you've gone back and forth on it. I think I said that in the beginning of the read. It's like, do I wait? Do I not wait? Do I just cancel it? Do I go? I think you're putting an end to that. You've got the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. You're putting an end to waiting. Knight of Wands, and you're moving forward. Sun, the Magician, Wheel of Fortune. Holy bonkers. I don't know what it is you've been waiting for, but you're putting an end to the waiting. Bravo to you. Bravo to you. You will find it elsewhere. Again, if it comes in, it comes in. But if it doesn't, you're going to find happiness and your manifestation, whatever you want. Well, like whenever you want, wherever you want. 4 of Wands. You're going to find this elsewhere. So whether this comes in or not for you, if it doesn't come in, then you're just going to find it elsewhere. And it literally is out there for you. So what situation in your life needs to come to an end? You waiting. The Devil. That's the toxic pattern here, or the toxic trait. You're waiting for someone to give you something that you either can create on your own or find elsewhere. 3 more cards on that Devil. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. The Emperor, the Hermit, and the Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. There it is. Strength, Page of Pentacles, Death. There you are in your power. So I think you're putting an end to the waiting game, and you're looking for other opportunities, options, resources, loans, jobs. Again, whatever this is for you, your toxic trait or your toxic pattern here was waiting for someone to give something to you that you could either find elsewhere or find within yourself. Whoa. That is what I have for the Scorpio Collective this week for the week of August 17th, 2025. Tarot card of the week. What situation in your life needs to come to an end? You waiting. You feeling like that's the only job or the only partner, you know what I mean? Or the only living situation, or I think that's what you're putting an end to. Is like, well, that's the only place I could get the loan or the job or the love. You're realizing this week is, I can find that anywhere. If that comes in, great. And if it doesn't, no sweat off of my nose. The new is out there for me. If this person doesn't want to give me the loan or the love or whatever, I'll just find it elsewhere. That is what I have for the Scorpio Collective. Again, if it's not your message, don't claim it. But that's what I have for you, my darling, for the week of August 17th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. You have the Four of Swords. What aspect of your life needs rest and healing? Why is the Four of Swords the tarot card of the week for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the Four of Swords the tarot card of the week? I just heard pause. Pause. One more shuffle. Thank you. Pause. First card out. Five of Cups. Phoenix. Yours is the only deck that has that card. Ten of Pentacles. Pause. Nine of Pentacles. Pause. So there's an aspect here. Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Cups. Page of Cups. Oh my word. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. What's behind that? Eight of Cups. Okay, so there's a connection here in your life that either came to an end or is on the precipice of ending. I feel like there's a lot of remorse and regret and grief to go around. I don't know who this person is to you, friend, family member, or lover. I feel like you're on the precipice of a new beginning. You know this. This isn't what you don't see coming. So you're either, experiencing this or you're not. If you're not, please check another placement. For others of you, like if this is resonating, then I feel like you're already experiencing this. And this is just telling you, take the time to heal before you move forward in this new direction. Because what is coming for you is independence, autonomy, self-sufficiency, happiness, financial abundance. And it's all playing out in divine timing. You don't have to rush towards this. This is yours. This is yours. This is part of your soul contract. So whatever you are experiencing, whether that is in respect to like a health crisis, a financial crisis, an emotional crisis, a separation from a person, like it's different for all of you. Don't rush the healing process or the grieving process or the rehab process or finding the next job, whatever this is for you. Don't rush the new chapter. It's going to play out for each of you individually in the right time. But you need to pause. You need to heal because of this ending. Okay, tell me about the Five of Cups. This was not a good experience for you, I'm being told. It's not a good experience. You could feel like there's things you could have done differently. The other entity could have done differently. The doctors could have done differently. The boss could have done differently. The spouse could have done differently. There's like a lot of things here could have gone, in a different direction. But it's kind of telling you like, don't dwell on that. You can't change this. This had to happen to line you up for this. Yeah, this has got to play out the way it plays out. Okay, tell me about the Five of Cups here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Five of Cups is clarified Celestial Weaver. Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot. Here's your pause. King of Swords, Queen of Swords again, but now we've got the High Priestess. So this is your pause before you can move forward. So I don't know what this is for you. You're still recovering, or you're still getting your finances in order, or you're going through a divorce, or it's different for all of you. Your manifestation, this is going to be tough for some of you to hear. What you want isn't coming to you tomorrow in that Knight of Pentacles energy. It's coming. It's now on path. You will be in a completely different situation, environment, or connection for the better 1 year from now. Like your life on August 17th, 2026 is going to look totally different than it does today. This is why it's telling you not to rush. Plan accordingly. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. High vibe Virgo is all about systems and plans and things that are practical in nature. So create the plan. I feel like your manifestation is here, even though you can't touch, see it, smell it. So whether you're launching something this week or you're just gearing up for the future, plan it accordingly. And if you don't see the results you want right away, don't feel like it's unattainable or that you're never going to get there. Like you will get there. Oh, sorry, flower just dropped. You will get there. Tell me about this Phoenix rising from the ashes. Right now, all you need to do is plan accordingly. Plan for the change, plan for launching the business, plan for the divorce, plan for the relocation, or heal. Like I could be speaking to a Sag where someone has passed away. And this is telling you, you don't have to move on from the grief right away, right? You can heal, take all the time you need to do that. And then you can get back to living your life or moving in another direction. Oh, okay. The way that smacked on the table, this is, okay. This, whatever it was here that you experienced or you're in the middle of experiencing, it came out of the blue with a bang, almost like a tower. So you weren't expecting like to be let go from the job, you know what I mean? Or the landlord cancels a lease, or you're filing for a divorce, or you're breaking up with this person, or the health crisis. It came in out of a bang. Okay, you didn't see it coming. Now that it's here, create the plan on how you're going to move on from it, move forward from it, rehabilitate. Okay, how you're going to recover. Plan the recovery. There you go. Tell me about the Phoenix. One more shuffle. Thank you. Oh, came out like a bang. Four of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. It's coming. Yeah, Ten of Swords. You got to get through the ending first, whether it's the heartbreak, the struggle, whatever this is, the acceptance. It's coming. Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and Four of Wands. The stability, the structure, the happiness, the new partner, the new job, the financial abundance from whatever new creative endeavor it is here that maybe you have launched or you're on the precipice of launching. It's telling you not to give up on the future because it's going to be a lot brighter than whatever you're currently existing in or whatever you're just like coming out of. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So yeah, I want to say pause, relax, plan. No need to rush, because once you're ready, once everything aligns properly, it's going to go from no movement or slow movement, Knight of Pentacles, to the Chariot. Like the new beginning is going to happen almost as quickly as like the ending or the disruption that you didn't see coming to begin with. So it's going to go from 0 to 100. It's going to feel like overnight. I'm not telling you you have to wait a year for this. I'm just, you might have to wait 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. Like it's going to be different for all of you, but your life is going to look very different next year this time because of whatever you've just gone through or whatever you're in the midst of going through. I want to clarify this Page of Cups here for you. What is this Page of Cups? One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the 2 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords, Queen of Cups, High Priestess. I'm getting all spirituals on this, like goosebumps. So whatever it is here that you're changing in your life or that you're moving towards, like a new connection, financial stability, feeling more balanced, healthier, long-term commitment. Again, I don't know what this is for you, but I just know that your efforts will be rewarded. So plan accordingly, act accordingly. I want to say create the future that you want, but not just in fantasy or like on a vision board. Literally pour some pentacle energy into this. So let's say I'm speaking to a Sag and you were just notified that you live in an apartment and the lease won't be renewed for whatever reason. They're selling the apartment building or whatever. Your lease isn't being renewed. You have time, right? Maybe they're telling you December 31st, 2025, the lease is up. We're not going to renew it for the new year. That's okay. That's fine. Take this time. You don't have to rush to find the next apartment. Like everything's going to line up for you. And then you will have that new apartment in January. But you can't just sit on your hands and like hope and pray that it's going to happen. This is the week for you to say, I'm going to start to create the plan. Where do I want to live? Maybe I want to buy my own home. Maybe I want a condominium. Maybe I want a flat. You know, maybe I do want to be in another apartment. Maybe I just want to totally relocate. Just plan accordingly. So again, if the message isn't hitting home for you, I'm sorry, check another placement. But if it is hitting home for you, you don't have to rush to act on this, but you should start pouring some pentacle energy into the plan, the strategy. And if you're launching something new, like a business or some type of creative endeavor, don't give up on it. That's like that secondary message here that I'm getting, just because you don't see the results right away. You might have to tweak the plan or something like that, or tweak the business or the services or maybe the marketing or advertising strategies that you're, imploring. That's or implementing, sorry. You might have to change that or, do that a little differently, but don't give up on it. So if you're launching anything new and you're not seeing that big boom, money come in or the success, don't give up on it. Just tweak what you have to along the way and keep moving forward, because what you want will be yours. And if you're setting up like a new life for yourself type of thing, just start to create the plan this week. You don't have to rush and do everything in the next 7 days, but you should put some considerable thought and pentacle energy into moving forward. That is what I have for you, my love. Your tarot card of the week is the Four of Swords. It's not a card of action, but it is a card of contemplation, and there is strategy here involved. So that is what I have for you for the week of August 17th, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. You have the Nine of Wands. What are you determined to achieve in your life that you're about to give up on? Why is the Nine of Wands the tarot card of the week for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So there's something here that you want to attain, some level of success or achievement. It's a goal. You're about to give up on it, either because you're not seeing the results you want yet, or it's not coming together, or you think it might be too difficult to attain. Don't give up on whatever this is. Okay, tell me more about the Nine of Wands here for Capricorn. Why is this their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle. Thank you. Like, it might be difficult, but that doesn't mean it won't be worth it. Tower. Eight of Swords. So you're thinking of walking away from this. Judgment. Whomever, whatever this is, this idea, this plan, this proposal, Page of Cups, you're thinking of walking away from it. You're too caught up in your head here this week. So it's like, let's say I'm speaking to a Capricorn. You've thought about writing a book. Maybe you've created the outline. You have some notes. And this week you're like, you know what? This is too much. I'm not even going to bother writing the book. Who's going to publish the book? And you could talk yourself out of something that you really want. So I don't know what this is for you. A dream, a goal, something you've worked tirelessly at, or you've thought about for a long time. You want it, but you're about to give up on it. And you're about to give up on it because you're getting too caught up in your head over it. We have Temperance, we have Ten of Pentacles, and the Magician. You sure you want to give up on it? Five of Swords, Death card, and the Emperor. You would be killing a dream here. And look, you have the divine gift of free will. You could say, you know what? I put 2 years into writing this manuscript, and I'm going to walk away from it. I've spent 2 years writing this book. I'm going to walk away from it. If you want to do that, you can do that. I spent 2 years trying to learn the guitar, and I don't sound anything like Eric Clapton. I'm just going to give up on it. Whatever this is for you, you have the divine gift of free will to walk away from it. But this is just asking you, you sure you want to do that? Tower. Why is the Tower here? King of Cups. Why is the Tower here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Cups, the Moon, and the King of Pentacles. Because of doubts, fears, insecurities that it's not going to happen. Ten of Wands, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords. I could be speaking to a Capricorn again. I don't know what this is for you, this goal, this wish, this dream. But you either feel like it's not attainable, it would take too long, it's too much of an investment. Your emotions, you know, the King of Cups is typically the energy of an individual who's very emotionally balanced. But coupled with the Moon card, you could be feeling very emotional lately about whatever this is. Again, this goal, this dream, this plan. And you could be feeling like it's not attainable, or you're wasting your time. It's going to be too burdensome. It's not going to work out anyway. I feel like you're talking yourself out of something that you really want. This is just telling you not to do that. Again, you have the divine gift of free will. You can walk away. This is just telling you to reconsider, because I feel like we've had a lot going on with the retrogrades. There's a lot of things moving around in regards to planetary alignments. We now have 2 back-to-back new moons in Virgo. So there could be something here, and I don't know your particular birth chart, but it could be playing out for the collective that you feel like this is like a losing game, or I'm wasting time. You'd be feeling very emotionally up and down. And you might say, you know what, maybe that's a sign that I need to give up on this. And again, it could be a diet plan. It could some goal, wish, or dream. This is just telling you to reconsider. Judgment. Listen to your intuition. Like make an intuition over head, over heart decision. because I feel like your intuition won't fail you here. Tell me about the Judgment card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Listen to your intuition, because if you leave it up to your mind, you might make the wrong decision. If you leave it up to your emotions, 7 of Cups, you can make the wrong decision. So you're at the Y point. You have a choice to make. You can continue to move forward or create the steps necessary to obtain or attain this, or stay on the path you're currently on, or you can move on from it. But in terms of advice, I mean, this is telling you to not make the decision from a place of negative thoughts or from emotions. So if you're feeling overly emotional, I would say that that's not the best time to make the decision. You should wait until you're feeling balanced. Page of Cups. I feel like it comes in, like the balance, the clear-headedness. I feel like it comes in for you. It's being ushered in by Archangel Michael. So I almost want to say, like, don't make the decision yet, because clarity is coming. Clarity is coming. And then you can make the decision. But don't make it from a place of confusion or emotional turmoil, because the manifestation, what you want, is coming. Tell me about the Page of Cups here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles. It comes in. Like the job offer, or you're writing the book and then it gets published. You know, something like that. It comes in. Bottom of the deck, the Empress, the Emperor, King of Wands. I mean, it comes in. The love partner, the job. Like I said, you sell the manuscript. So what you're waiting for comes in divine timing, which you may not like because you're a cardinal sign and you're like, well, I'm putting a lot of work into this and I'm not seeing any results. Again, you can give up on it, but if this is something you've always wanted, you're being guided here. There's a reason why there's a delay. Does end up coming in. What's a delay? Why the delay, or what's the delay? What is the delay here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hierophant, the 4 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles. How badly do you want it? 9 of Cups, 8 of Wands, High Priestess. Death card to Justice. So for some of you, whatever this is, like, it's unable to come in right now. Like, the reason why it's not coming in today, why it didn't come in yesterday, there's something here that you have to heal. 4 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Either you need to heal yourself financially, and that's why this isn't taking off or coming together. You have to really want this. And if you're wishy-washy in your mindset, you're giving source, you're giving divine mixed messages. I want it today, I don't want it tomorrow. I want it today, I don't want it tomorrow. So the time here is to allow you to really figure out, do you really want this? And for others of you, the reason why there's a delay is you need to work on your finances, your independence, your autonomy, something like that. So let's say I'm waiting, let's say I'm a Capricorn, I'm you, I'm speaking like you now, and I have this partner and I really want to, I don't know, take the relationship to the next level. Just an example. There's something here about that commitment is coming, if that's what you want, but you need to heal maybe some financial issues or get your money together. Like, the delay is benefiting you. The delay isn't there to deter you from this. So use this time to build yourself up financially, like if that's your example. If this is something else, some other type of goal, wish, or dream, this is basically saying, how badly do you want it? It's almost like you have to show that you want it, right? Because the Magician isn't just, I'm hoping and praying for this. It's, I have all 4 aces. And so you're showing the divine, in addition to hoping and praying for this, I'm also going to co-create with you and make it happen. So I'm not just hoping and praying that I have a book one day and it gets published. You literally need to then write the book. So there's something like that of, if you're wondering why it's taking so long, how much do you really want this? Are you willing to pour pentacle energy, blood, sweat, tears, figuratively speaking, you know, time, love, money into it? Because it's not just going to happen because today you decide you're going to do this. So take them as just how they resonate to you. For some of you, you need to get your financial house in order before this can come together. For others of you, the delay is because the divine is looking to see, do you really want this? Because when we're wishing for something, there's a lot of chess pieces that need to get moved around. And so they need to be sure this is something that you really want, not just something you're hoping and praying for on a whim. And that's why the Pentacle energy is required. How much do you want this? So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. I just want to take a look at that Magician to the Ten of Pentacles. Can I just get 3 cards on that to wrap up the reading? One more shuffle. Thank you. 8 of Pentacles, going to work. 3 of Cups, Death card. Yeah, it's not going to come overnight, right? So that manifestation that you want that actually ushers in a very transformative time in your life and will transform your life in a huge way and also be a reason to celebrate. It's there for you. But for some of you, like I said, you either got to get your financial house in order and be more independent. I don't know if that's, making sense. Maybe for one Cappy watching, be more independent, take care of your finances. Then what you want comes in. And for others of you, they kind of want to see you really put in the effort. You're going to have to really want this. And if you can really sink your teeth into it, figuratively speaking, it's yours. Like once you actually start getting the ball rolling, then they start moving around those chess pieces and it comes in. That is what I have for you, my love. Those are your messages. There's something that you're very determined to achieve and you're like about to give up on it. I would say get out of your head this week and instead create a plan or figure out what it is you need to do to get that ball rolling and then start rolling that ball. And I think you'll realize afterwards it comes in a lot quicker than you thought it would. That's what I have for you, my dear, for the week of August 17th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. You have the 6 of Wands. Are you ready to be recognized for all of your efforts and achievements? Hell yeah. Why is the 6 of Wands the tarot card of the week for Aquarius? For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the 6 of Wands their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, 3 of Cups, followed by 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. You don't see this coming. Bottom of the deck, Justice, 6 of Cups, and the Chariot. Boy, do you not see this coming. Now, this is typically it's not a what you don't see coming reading, although there are some messages that blend in with it. This is more or less a little self-help, the tarot card of the week reading that I do for you from the divine, from source. So you've done something or you've been working on something and you're about to see like the fruits of your labor. I think you're going to be acknowledged here, whether this is a raise, a promotion, the business that you're launching takes off, the love partner you want comes in. There's something here that you have been doing, and I think it's about to be recognized, and I think you're about to be rewarded as well. You don't see this coming in the 2 of Swords because you're blindfolded. So 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. What is this? I just got a little bouncy in my chair. Sorry if that moved the camera. So I feel like you'll be very excited when this happens. This is a huge victory here for you. What is this here for Aquarius? One more shuffle. Thank you. 9 of Pentacles. That's beautiful. 2 of Cups. 8 of Swords. You do not see this coming. You do not see the financial opportunity here that is coming in, the independence, the love partner, the past person coming back. Again, I don't know who or what this is for you, but you're not seeing the success. So let's say you're a single Aquarius and you've been putting yourself out there, trying to connect with someone new. I feel like what you don't see coming is a new soulmate, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups. For others of you, you've been wanting to reconcile with someone, and I feel like this person is coming in. 6 Cups plus 2 Cups is 8 of Cups. It's someone either you walked away from or they walked away from you. Now they're seeing your value and your worth. And I think you've been up in your head about whether or not this person would reconnect with you. I think what you don't see coming is this person coming towards you with an offer or opportunity. Same thing if this is like job related. I could be speaking to Aquarius where you have your own business or you're on the precipice of launching a new business. You don't see how successful it's about to get or it will become once you launch it. So take it how it resonates to you, whether it's career and finance or love and romance. You have this new opportunity coming in and you have success paralleling it, so, or intersecting it. So again, the new person comes in, it ends up being a mutually beneficial connection for you with this new person. If it's a past person, it's like a clean slate and you're moving forward towards victory. Like things are way more balanced now in the connection than maybe they were in the past when it ended or there was a separation or an argument. This is really beautiful. If this is job related, you're being acknowledged for your efforts. And in that respect, this would be like a professional soulmate at work, seeing your efforts. Maybe you don't see what you've been doing, but they've been seeing you. And this, like I said, could be a raise or a promotion. You're being acknowledged this week for what you've done. Raise, promotion, accolades. And like I said, for others of you, this is either a new soulmate or someone from the past. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Either way, there's a cause here for celebration. Yeah, tell me about the Ace of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Wands, clarified by Temperance, Strength, and King of Wands. Yeah, bottom of deck, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Knight of Cups. I'm telling you, you are being given something this week. You're receiving something. Someone's asking you out on a date. Someone's presenting you with something. Raise, promotion, public recognition. 6 of Wands could be public recognition for your efforts, for your achievements. If this is a past person, this is someone who they've been holding back from contacting you, but this week they're going to decide to contact you. They kind of have been watching you. If this is a past person, they've been watching you, and they're ready to come in now with a pretty serious offer to move the connection forward. Tell me about the Chariot. The Emperor. Yeah, this is a boss, a romantic partner. Page of Cups, a Death card. Look, this is beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. I think you're going to be in your glory. I don't know what this is. If you're a business owner, keep doing what you're doing. Someone is acknowledging you. It looks like business is about to pick up. If you're about to launch a business, I think it will be very well received by the public. If you're currently employed, this is raise, promotion, accolades, some type of recognition for your hard effort, for your hard work, for all of your efforts. If this is a new person, this is a rebirth in love. This is someone asking you out on a date. This is someone who's been watching you for a while. They like what they see, and they're asking you out on a date. And for others of you, this is a past person coming in, way more balanced, way more stable, giving you the offer you have been waiting for. And in that respect, this would be a rebirth in the connection with this person. Either way, you're being acknowledged, you're being recognized, and you are receiving something for that, for your efforts. So congratulations to you ahead of time. That is what I have for you, Aquarius, for the week of August 7th, 2025. Get ready for the Ace of Wands, whatever that may be for each of you individually. If you like this message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 17th, 2025. You have the 5 of Wands. What needs to be addressed in this conflict that has arisen? Why is the 5 of Wands the tarot card of the week here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the 5 of Wands their tarot card of the week? The Tower. Oy. So, Strength. So this is not what you don't see coming, okay? This is more or less, well, not less. This is advice for you from the divine. So you're either experiencing the 5 of Wands or you're not. If you're not, check another placement. But if you are, something is happening. I feel like you need to reserve judgment until you can figure out how to address it or how to respond, or if it's worth fighting with or fighting about. Let's get 2 more cards on this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Cups. This offer, this opportunity comes in. Queen of Swords, and you need to be very logical in how you respond. Page of Pentacles, 4 Swords, 7 of Swords. You need to be very, very strategic here. 6 of Cups, the Hermit, 7 of Wands. Okay, so I've tapped into a group of you where clearly you're dealing with some type of conflict. You have an offer opportunity coming in. I think you've been waiting a while for it. It's like, now it's here. It's tangible. It's not just words. So whatever's being offered here to you, it's tangible. It's real. It's yours for the taking. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it, but you could. Okay, tell me about the Tower. Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Swords, King to the Queen of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Someone is providing you with the opportunity to move on from something that you've been like in conflict with them over. There's like a resolution, a peace offering. There's a dove here and the Ace of Cups. So there's like a peace offering here of some kind that will enable you and this other entity to resolve the conflict or move on from the conflict. So I think what you don't see coming is the offer, the opportunity, and it's tangible. It's yours for the taking. Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? One more shuffle. I feel like that's the energy that you need to embody. Yeah, the World, the Lovers, and the Nine of Cups. Bottom of deck, High Priestess, which definitely is you. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. If you accept this opportunity, which is tangible in nature, it will enable you to walk away from this conflict and to close the door on it and move towards your happiness. But you get to decide if you want to do that or if you want to keep fighting for a better offer. I don't know if a better offer will present itself. I'm an energy reader, not a fortune teller, unfortunately. But otherwise, I would tell you what the lottery numbers are. But I could tell you it's a good week to play the lottery, but I can't tell you what the numbers are. So energy reader, not fortune teller. What happens if Pisces, because if you continue the conflict, what happens? If they continue the conflict, what happens? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Emperor, Death card, and the Six of Wands. Justice, Hierophant, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like if you fight it, right, if you really like stand your ground, see how the Emperor is actually wearing a suit of armor underneath their cloak, right? So it's like if you fight it, I feel like you kill victory here. I think this is the best you're going to get from this entity. This is the best resolution that they're going to offer you. You may not like it. You might feel like it's not fair. It's deceptive. This person's tricking you. But if you fight it, you're going to kill your chance of victory. That's why there's something here about you really thinking about Four of Swords to Seven of Swords. You want to sabotage this by fighting for it more. Yeah. What happens if you accept it? Well, I see here, if you make the choice to accept it, you end up being very happy. I think you don't see that right now. I think you're afraid that you won't be happy. What happens if Pisces does accept it? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Justice, Six of Pentacles, the Magician, bottom of the deck, Devil, King of Wands, and the Star. You get to heal whatever this was here. Like you get to move on from it. It's justice. It's fair. It's balanced. It brings resolution. You take whatever you're given. In the Six of Pentacles, you might feel like it's not fair or it's not equal distribution, but you take what you get and then you manifest it into what you want. Because if you fight for it, you're going to kill your chance of victory. This is not an immediate victory. This is immediate closure, which then gives you the opportunity to create the victory you want. This is no victory at all. Continuing the fight, perpetuating the toxicity, because this person, whoever you're battling, they're toxic. Like you might be the Emperor, but they're the King of Wands, and in this deck, the King of Wands is suited for battle, and they're tied to toxicity, lying, trickster energy, deception. So I feel like fighting this person, even though you would be in the right to do it, like morally or legally, this person's going to end up getting the better of you. This person plays by rules that you would never think of playing by. This person plays unfairly. This person plays unfairly. Let's get 3 cards of advice for you. I would give, if this were my reading, and I don't know what this is for you, I would give considerable thought to this, Two of Swords. I would not make a quick decision. I would give considerable thought, because it's the best you're going to get. And if you want to fight fire with fire, this is the Devil. I know that you have truth and justice on your side, but I don't think it's worth the risk to your health even. Like, I think it's going to emotionally cripple you, or maybe even financially cripple you, to keep fighting this Goliath. I think it's, I don't know, it's best for you to take what you can and then use it to create the new beginning. You know, this reminds me so much of my divorce, when at the end, I was just like, you know what, I just wanted to be done and over with. Because of what I had gone through in the 24 years invested, the right thing, like the right thing would have been for him to say, you get to keep the house, and I'm in a financial position where I'm going to pay it off, and you're going to stay in the house. But because it didn't play out that way, and I was just like, enough, yeah, the moral or right thing would have been was to fight him for the house, or fight him for the, the money or the alimony. But it would have taken I would have incurred a emotional toll, a financial toll, fighting him. And at some point, I just kind of went, just keep everything. Just give me my freedom. And he was quick to agree to that. So I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to totally give the other side, whatever this is, everything. But he ended up giving me a little something. I got stuff like he paid for the new windows in my house and fixing up my car. So I negotiated other things. But I didn't really get what I feel was just and right. But I got my freedom. And in the course of the 5 years, I was able to take the little that I received and turned it into something nice. Like, I have a nice house. The outside needs new siding, but I got a new roof and new windows. The inside is furnished, and I've done it myself. And so it's not the house that I had, and it's not, 100% paid off or brand new like that one was. But I was able to take the little that I got and say, was it morally right or, legally right? No. Was it fair? No. But it enabled me to close this up and take what it was and now create something else from it. And I saved myself health and money and all of that stuff. I don't know why I continually feel inclined to share that with you, but I just feel like someone out there needs to hear this. It might not be fair, but you can wrap it up and move on towards happiness a hell of a lot quicker. Because I feel like if you fight it, this is as good as it's going to get. I hate to tell you that. I keep seeing this in your readings. 3 cards here of advice for you, my love. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Devil, 4 of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Look, the Devil's going to make you an offer. It's not the offer you deserve. It's not the offer you want. But it allows you to move towards a new beginning. You're walking through this threshold of this new life, or this new chapter, or this new opportunity. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to take something bad and turn it into something good. 2 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Sit on it. Again, I don't feel like you have to answer the same day that you get this, but I would look at this in a very emotionally balanced way, because if you're thinking about this from emotions and you start going, this isn't fair, and that, you can like really excite yourself. And I understand why you're doing it, but Queen of Cups is a very emotionally balanced queen. She's looking at it at the 7 of Pentacles. Is it worth the fight, or can I just take what I'm getting from this and invest it somewhere else and be happier? The choice is going to be yours. I don't think it's a choice you have to make this week, but it is a choice you're going to have to make very soon. I would not sabotage my new beginning by fighting for something from the past. So what needs to be addressed in this conflict that has arisen? I think you need to reconcile within yourself that it's not fair and it's not just, but it gives you the closure you need and gives you just enough, as unfair as it is, where you can move now in a new direction towards happiness. And you can unshackle yourself once and for all from whatever toxicity, situation, environment, or connection this has been for you. That's what I have for you, my love, for the week of August 17th, 2025. Your tarot card of the week is the 5 of Wands. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, or maybe you just found them to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Pisces, I am wishing you good luck with that. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.